Welcome to another edition of Pittsburgh Sportsline at 930 Brookline Boulevard, Olive Oil's Pizzeria and more in Brookline. Thanks for watching our show. I'm Al Levine, the talking machine. My co-host is Smoking Jim Frazier, and we got a nice cast of guests here. One just walked in. Won't say that it was Andy Anderson, but he just walked in. So
we work for an elite organization. As long as we can maintain to keep the experience in the kitchen, as long as we do out on the front floor, then our job is finished.
Thank you. And that's one of the representatives of Olive Oil's Pizzeria. We do interviews on our Monday night show, and that was just one of our first ones. We fit right in there, so hope you enjoy the show. This show will be seen on Wednesday night, 7 o'clock to 8 on Verizon 32 everywhere in the greater Pittsburgh area and Bethel Park, and only on Comcast 7 in Bethel Park. By the way, that's where you can see our shows, Comcast 7 only in Bethel Park, Verizon 32 Bethel Park, all the way to Nemacolin and Cranberry Wexford. So check that out. We have a steady block of time, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. One of our shows is seen. And I want to tell you our Facebook page, we just hit a brand new high of 6,545 likes. Thanks for all those likes and watching our shows. We appreciate it. And we'll keep moving forward. The beginning of our show is sponsored by Skeets Lewandowski of Skeets Service Station. We have What's on Your Mind, and that's what we do with Skeets. Hey, you're done.
The pizza industry meets no one halfway. If you want it, you got to take it.
$5 hoagies, $5 large pizzas. It's one of my new friends in Brookline. They just come in here and add something to the show. But thanks again for the Facebook likes. What's on your mind, as I said before we were interrupted again with the pizza talk.
I can take the pizza away if it's distracting.
No problem. We aim to please on my show. We like full bellies if possible. Order those $5 large pizzas and $5 hoagies. Thanks to Frank Fanera, owner of this establishment. We're trying to pump up the pizza. How's that pizza?
Delicious.
Wow. We'll wait till the interview. I'll find out the truth. Again, the sponsor of What's on Your Mind is Skeets Lewandowski of Skeets Service Station. Thank you very much. He's a legend in the boxing community, and his service station is past Mineral Beach and Trax Farms on 88, and you can go there. He works on anything that runs on gas, and believe me, I've seen him work on tractors, lawnmowers, weed whackers, anything that runs on gas. He now has a forge where they're forging knives and axe handles and axes, and they do all kind of great things out there. It's amazing what his nephew can produce in the forge that they have. But let's get on with this show. Smoking Jim Frazier, what's on your mind?
Thanks, Al Levine, the talking machine. And if you want the green,
Just don't break it.
you got to see Levine. Hey, I want to thank everybody for coming out. And I also want to say congratulations to the Gateway Gators for winning another WPIL championship.
Hopefully that'll be cut from the show because we try not to promote his alma mater each time that's here. Another guest just walked in. Wait till we have him on. But I didn't hear that, Smoking Jim. Usually you're really loud, but my hearing's getting better, so go ahead.
Well, hey,
Congrats.
Every Wednesday I go into the Pittsburgh Steelers locker room to interview a few of the players. And last week I was scheduled to interview Anthony Chickalow and the Pittsburgh Steelers fifth-string linebacker Art Moats. But before I did that interview, I witnessed the Pittsburgh Steelers taking the one-chip challenge. And for people watching, if they don't know what the one-chip challenge is, it's actually a chip that is made from the Carolina Reaper pepper, and it's hotter than the center of the earth. And you actually have to sign away a waiver. The Pittsburgh Steelers ordered 25 bags, and what you do, you open the one bag, and inside is a chip sitting inside a coffin. And it also comes with 2 black surgical gloves. James Harrison had $13,000, and he was paying anybody, he offered anybody $500 if they took this challenge. And I watched Coach Joey Porter, Hilton, and Cam Hayward get crushed under this chip. Next up was a $60 million man, 6'7", 315 pounds, Stephon Tuitt. This guy looks like Godzilla in a uniform. Only problem is he looks like Tarzan and plays like Jane. Stephon Tuitt got the lowest tolerance for pain of anybody ever seen in my life. If he coughs too hard, he'll miss 2 games. And this chip took him down to his knees, and I'm like, oh no, he's going to miss 5 games with a brush burn. Listen, the Pittsburgh Steelers are only averaging 20 points a game. They have yet to score 30 or more points in one game, but I'm predicting that the Pittsburgh Steelers will join the Pittsburgh Penguins in being world champions because of their ride or die. Big Ben. Big Ben Roethlisberger, in my opinion, is the toughest and maybe the best quarterback I've ever seen. Big Ben's gone to 3 Super Bowls. He's won 2. He's a former NFL Rookie of the Year. He's a 5-time Pro Bowler. He owns 12 NFL records. This is a guy that's passed for over 300 career touchdowns. He's passed for over 50,000 career yards, and I'm predicting by the end of the season, Big Ben will be a 3-time Super Bowl champion.
Smoking Jim, thanks for your new material. I actually appreciate that. A lot of people you entertain, they hear you the first time and you're loud and proud. Say the same thing each week, but that's why the Gateway thing, I just ignored that. Gators. Did you have a chip? You're talking about everybody. I know the answer already because you're just a mama's boy here, and just eat the soup that she makes up for you. Go ahead, give me your answer.
Jamie's too hot for me.
In other words, you didn't have a chip. How'd you bring Hall of Famer, Pittsburgh Sportsline Hall of Famer Jamie into the conversation about you eating a chip?
Because I keep peeking over there.
He's an honest man, folks. One of my best friends. I don't know how he does it. But what's on my mind is Steelers also. Big Ben may set these records, but this year he's been throwing the ball high all year long, missing receivers, open receivers, and he doesn't even say it's his fault, and he's not even yelling at anybody. But I watched one of the most boring games this past Sunday against, what a coincidence that these losing teams were 7-14 against losing teams since 2012. Who would think with the championships we've won and everything else that we'd be 7, and I repeat that, 7 wins and 14 losses. I always say they played down to the level of their competition. They surely did it again. Matter of fact, I had to go to an event in Bethel Park. I'm a trustee on the Community Foundation in Bethel Park. They had this Bethel Bounty. Over 300 people were there. Restaurants from the local area were there, so I ate well and talked well. Had a great night there. But I left before the Steelers. Wait, did they win the game?
Yes, sir.
I didn't even know it, but I heard that they kicked a field goal. I'm like, how could they even get close to score in the last minute of the ball game? And I saw AB even caught a pass because during the game, I'm a stat man. I listen to some of this stuff. And through 3 quarters, AB had 2 catches for a large amount of 15 yards. 15 yards, and we're talking, this guy's told me this offense is one of the greatest that he's ever seen. And they got all these linemen that are good, and Le'Veon Bell, and, is coming back, and AB got the highest paid receiver, highest paid running back in the league, and a $100 million quarterback. I bleed black and gold, so I like the win, but we played down to that level of competition. I can't wait till we play Thursday night at Tennessee, or they'll be coming here. So go Steelers. That's my update, and we're going to bring up our great guest starting right now. tell us your name.
Jill Bell.
And how long have you been fighting?
I joined Top Tier about 2.5 years ago. And really before then, I never even threw a punch. I don't really like to
Hold
punch
it.
people.
What got you interested in throwing punches?
I was a long distance runner prior to that. I did a lot of marathons and half marathons, and I kept getting injured. And when I was injured, like my legs were injured, I couldn't run, and I wanted some sort of cardiovascular workout. And someone was like, "You should try boxing." And I thought, "Oh, that's not me. That's not
Sure.
my style." And I threw a punch because I couldn't really run. I could barely walk. Like, oh, this is kind of neat. And then after a while, it was
grew on
exciting.
you.
It grew on me. It was very exciting, and then went through a few.
Where did you grow up at?
I grew up in South Fayette Township.
I know
in the
where it's
South Hills
at.
area,
I grew
yeah.
up in Braintree. It's right down the road.
All right, it is, yeah.
Definitely. Where'd you go to high school?
Canavan Catholic High School.
Matter of fact, that's right up the street from where I grew up. Plenty of my friends went to Canavan Bishop there.
It's like we're from Pittsburgh or something.
Yeah, we're just on a parallel universe here.
Yeah.
So, no, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did you do any sports in high school?
I did.
I'm trying to go back in time.
Right, back in time. Okay, what's going on over here?
I don't know. He
he have a
usually
show?
has fun while he's eating food. So,
No, I played.
because we're having a serious interview here.
I know this is very serious. I played softball as a kid. I played basketball in high school. I played soccer.
So
in
you were
high
an athlete.
School. Yeah, a lot of different.
And a
sports.
runner.
And
What
a
got you
runner.
into running?
Running was after.
Because most
school.
kids nowadays hate running.
They do.
So
yeah.
you seem like the opposite. You're a contrarian.
I just wanted to do something new, something different.
Were you good at it?
I guess. I don't know.
How were
I
your
kept running.
times? How were your times?
Nobody caught me, so I kept running. No, my best
Thanks, Dan
marathon was
Bogan.
at 3 hours and 52 minutes. I was pretty
Is that
proud
good?
with that one. Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
I'm asking. I'm asking.
Depends
Okay.
on who you're comparing it to, but for my
I'm not
previous
comparing it to the Olympics locally.
one, No.
And what's the longest distance that you ran?
It would be a marathon, 26 miles.
Smoking Jim, do you know how long that is? Yeah. That's like going to Monroeville today.
That's all the way on the other side of town.
Yeah, it's like going from here on Brookline Boulevard out to Monroeville, where you live. I'm a little bit off by about 13 miles.
Something like that.
It might be like going to Ambridge. We have a guest from Ambridge. He probably traveled 32 miles. We'll check him out when he comes on here. Okay, but that's
Awesome.
pretty far. So how did you train for that?
How
many miles a day?
A lot of running.
I know, yeah.
No, you just, a couple days a week. You would, building up to it, you'd get up
More
to
than a couple
8 or
days a
9.
week.
Well, 8 or 9 miles a day, like a couple different days a week, and then on the weekends you add your long run.
How long was
Starting
that?
at like 10 miles, and the next week would be a couple more miles. You keep adding another mile leading
And where
up to
did
the
you
race.
do this at?
Wherever around town. I mean, I'm from Avalon, so I did a lot of training in Avalon.
Okay.
It's kind of cool because I can leave my front door and get to Heinz Field on foot in 5 miles. So I can go to Heinz Field and back and do a 10-mile run. So I like
pretty
doing that.
cool.
I get downtown and go around PNC Park.
Nice.
Yeah, I enjoyed doing that. It's a
No,
lot
that
of fun.
sounds good. And now we're updated with your background.
Yes, I think
Now,
so.
how did you find this Muay Thai? Because
Yes.
we were talking about hitting people with a fist. That's more boxing.
Yeah.
And you said about boxing. So you got into boxing?
Yeah, well, I got into just throwing a punch, and I looked up. A friend of mine from work said there's a gym, there's a top tier MMA gym. So I joined an MMA gym and started taking ladies kickboxing, and I really liked it. And I thought
And they teach you the martial arts there.
They teach you everything there, right? From Muay Thai to boxing, grappling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Sure. Groundwork. All that
groundwork.
groundwork you need for those MMA battles.
Yes, exactly.
Except in Muay Thai.
Yes, except in Muay Thai, right? I'm not really that good at the
I
ground
learned that.
game.
Andy
It's
taught me
terrible.
last month about that. And I listened to him.
Did you learn a few things?
Yes, I did.
Rear naked choke, maybe?
I learned that I don't want that.
I want that. You're like,
I've seen them, but I don't want
You
to
don't want
be
that?
the recipient of
all
that.
right, we can demo it later if you want, but
It's a possibility. I have an open mind.
all right, okay, all right.
It's definitely possible. So now, how long have you been practicing Muay Thai? Because this is interesting. Now you just fought this past month.
Yeah. So I did my first fight.
6 months you did this, or 3 months,
well,
or
I joined
4 months?
the mixed martial arts gym, so it was a little bit of everything for the past 2.5 years.
Okay.
And then when I signed up for the fight, it was about 7 or 8 weeks in advance. And
So then you're good to go.
I guess. I don't know.
Well, you have to know because that's what you're going to fight. How
Yeah.
did you get your corner woman?
My
How did
girl.
she pop up?
My girl, Jamie.
Yes.
You know, I met her through the gym, through Top Tier, and she and I just hit it off. I don't know. Sometimes you just meet somebody and you hit it off right away, and you just immediately.
We understand. We're friends with Jamie
You know her. I
also.
don't need to give you a background on her.
No, she's going to be interviewed after
All
you.
right, everyone gets to get to see her.
We'll
then.
find out what she's up to with kids and other things too. So.
All right, looking
And
forward to that.
Maybe a special teaser on what her next match will be.
I know that'd be exciting. I can't wait to cheer for her.
Keep watching this show. We
Yeah.
still have a few more minutes with Jill.
Sweet.
Definitely. Now tell me about fight night.
Fight night. It was a blast. I enjoyed the 7 weeks leading up to it of training with Jamie and Mike Willis, my boyfriend. He was from the gym, so they were my two.
So you did a lot of rolling around.
I did, right. Yes.
Rarely do I get my friend to leave the show, but that was,
That was
well
a good one.
worth
That
it.
was a good one. I was speechless. I had nothing.
I
had
am
nothing.
known as very quick-witted,
That
so
is.
I try to keep my reputation alive.
I agree. Yeah, that was
Thank
good.
you. So now we're practicing Muay Thai.
And
Now,
we're fighting.
I know you
Yeah.
hit people, kick people. Is that what you did?
That's what I tried to. Yeah.
Now you had,
A lot of hitting, a lot of
an
kicking.
opponent.
There was
What's
an
it like to
opponent.
get hit? That's
It's
what I want to
different.
know.
Yeah, it is different.
Because I know
It's,
Jamie didn't hit you. She's tough, but she's your friend.
Well, the one time we were sparring real.
I'm being
she goes-
sarcastic. She
said,
would
"We're
hit you."
She would. We were sparring real light. She's like 20 or 30%. Next thing I know, she's kicking me in the head. I'm like, stop it. And I said, I thought you said 20 or 30%. She's like, it was 30%. You know, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, but she's serious.
She is.
We've
yeah.
seen her fight. Matter of fact, she
Yeah.
got something from Pittsburgh Sportsline. She didn't have a win in MMA, and she come on to Pittsburgh Sportsline, and she got this terminal stare type of look across the ring, and won a couple fights.
It is a scary stare.
So yeah, it's a nice stare.
I work on mine, but it doesn't come out right.
No. Would you give one now?
It's pretty bad.
We'll have Jamie do hers.
Yeah, have her do it. It's a lot better.
I just had to have some fun. So now this fight was 3 rounds.
It was 3 2-minute rounds, yeah. Headgear and shin pads and my mouth guard. My dentist would be really happy, and I had my teeth protected.
Did you take any shots to the head?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, Marissa was a fierce competitor. It was just a lot of fun getting in the ring, and I don't know, it's kind of fun to get hit in the head sometimes.
Was it her first fight also, or did she have
yes,
a couple?
I believe
Okay.
as far as yeah.
So
it was
you're
her
both
first fight.
first-time fighters. Well, that's pretty equal then.
Yeah,
Good matchmaking there, Andy.
it was. Good job, Andy.
Wanted to shout out to him since he's here in the
good.
audience. Definitely. So it lasted 3 rounds, no knockdowns.
3 rounds, no knockdowns, no. It all came down to the decision at the end. And you're just standing there going, okay, all this training, I just want to make my coaches proud. Like,
Did they raise your right or left arm?
My left arm.
Way to go.
Thanks.
Congratulations. What's the future for Jill Bell?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Leave this
In the ring.
Leave this building right for in the immediate future, but not the very immediate future. After your show's over, of course.
Yes,
but I
you
don't
can't
know. In the
leave
ring,
yet.
I'm considering possibly doing a boxing fight same night as Jamie or something in the future.
Oh,
Not sure.
you just
We're-
tipped off about Chesney. What the heck
Oh,
happened?
did I mess? Oh,
That was a teaser.
Rewind. If we all just pause, then we can block that out.
No, it's in there. We don't edit.
Okay.
We rarely edit, but that was okay. It's only natural.
I was just
So you
kidding.
may box.
Potentially, yeah.
Do you
Considering
practice boxing at all?
it, sometimes at the gym? Yeah.
Sure.
So
And you're ready. You will
not
be
yet.
ready.
Not yet. It's just a thought. Yeah.
Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to say?
Hi, Mom.
Thanks for being a
Nice to
great
meet you.
guest.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome back, Jamie Chesney. It's been a couple years. It's been a
has.
long time. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me, gentlemen. So
Well-
good to see you.
Smoking Jim can't even talk. He's so excited. Do you want to say anything, Smoking Jim?
I love you, Jamie.
Oh, I love you too, Smoking Jim.
I'm glad we got that out of the way. Thanks for being a guest on our show.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, I know you haven't been fighting lately, but I know you work out, and I'm excited about what you do with kids.
Yes.
Tell us about this.
So the Kicks for Kids class.
Kicks for Kids.
Yes. That started last year at North Park.
I followed your exploits.
Yes. So I was out of the in-your-face MMA thing for a little while. And I thought, well, I'd like to get back into kickboxing and Muay Thai. It's my passion. And what better way to do that than to give back to kids? So I held this free kids kickboxing class at North Park.
How did it go?
Went great. We had like over 20 kids.
20
kids? It
Kids?
was great, yes. So I did that.
How do you start them out? That's what I want to know.
With the basics, of course.
All right. Tell us a few of the basics.
Well, first I tell them, you know how a baby crawls before
Yes.
they walk.
I'm trying to learn this.
Yes, that's what we have to do with the kids. To be a fighter or stand like a fighter, you have to learn how to stand first.
Okay.
And then to walk like a fighter before you can learn how to throw a punch.
We're not going to have you show this. We just verbalize this because
Yes.
Smoking Jim's too excited right now. We don't want to get him any worked up anymore. So you got to crawl. You got to stand.
Yes. So I
Then you
taught-
teach them kicks because it's kicks for kids.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. How about throwing any punches or anything?
Yes, kicks, punches, knees, elbows. They could even pivot and parry, like basics.
Wow.
all
Now,
the
is
way-
this at 20% or 30% of their level? Because we don't want them going too strong.
No. This is just all
What you have.
practice, the motion, slow motion, until they build up to great form.
And you judge them.
Yes.
You tell them when they're ready.
Yes, but first they have to learn left from right. That's
difficult.
Quite a hurdle.
Even for adults, I know there's problems. Smoking Jim's still with his left hand. I go, no, it's the other left. But he's working on
It's
it.
the one that makes the L. That's what I tell the kids.
All right. Fair enough. Now, when do you have your classes?
Tuesdays at 6 o'clock at Top Tier MMA on Camp Horn Road.
Very good. How do they get a hold of you for that?
You can call me, email me on Facebook. Facebook specifically. Jim, you want my number?
Can you give your number publicly? Because we don't know who will be calling. Well, maybe you shouldn't give it. Go on Facebook.
Yes. And
Spell your name out, because with Jamie, they may misspell it like he does.
Okay, it's Jaime Chesney,Ches.
Like the singer.
Exactly. Ney.
Okay.
No relation.
No. I was going to ask.
Could be.
Maybe a 15th cousin, twice
Something
removed
like
on your
that,
father's
yes.
side. Okay. We're good there.
Yeah.
Now, what else do you do?
Well, I've been dabbling in a few things.
Okay, we don't want to get details. We know you're a businesswoman.
Yes, digital media
Understand that.
with automotive and real estate, so that's going really well.
I just saw you on the red carpet with Victor Olive
Oh,
and
yes.
Greg Rudolph, two fans of our show.
Yeah, too bad Greg's not here. He can have a seat on your lap again, like that famous photo. I love that one.
It's a classic. It was at an MMA fight, and no, he couldn't have a Corvette.
Is that
That's
what he
what I
asked
told
for
him,
Christmas?
yes.
Okay.
So, but we got that clarified there. And back then, he weighed over 200 pounds.
Greg?
Yes.
Wow.
He's since lost weight because he become a fighter and a champion and undefeated and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And now he turned pro. So quite the career he has.
Absolutely.
But I'm glad you're out there for automotive stuff.
Yes.
We won't delve too deeply there. Now, your career in MMA, we had some fun watching you fight. Can you give the camera a stare? That stopped my clock. My clock has stopped. There's no more hands on that clock. Thank you for sharing that.
Sure.
We did have a lunch appointment, and she did a stare. I said, she goes, you want to get a selfie? I said, sure. She gave the
to do the
stare
stare.
during a
Yeah.
selfie. People love the selfie there, so thanks for including me in that. And we had a good lunch that day, and I know you're a vegetarian now.
Yes, a lot of changes this past year. Gave up men and meat.
This is a family show. We'll talk more about the meat. The men will talk after hours on the show. We can cover that.
Best thing I ever did.
On both. Excellent. We got that covered very well. Now, you look in pretty good shape, according to Smokin' Jim.
Thank you.
Now, I assume you're still working out.
Yes, I was.
Now, I know
training.
your fighting weight was 135. I think you're like 3 pounds above what the 135 was.
Maybe 4.
Am I that close?
Yes.
What a good guess. Well, I'm observant. So.
Well, I mean, I'm not slamming men on the ground, so lost some muscle and got my lady curves back. That's bound to happen.
Yeah. I appreciate how you describe that. She's been called a model among many things, but she also takes a punch. I've seen her get hit, and I've seen her come back from that. So I have more than enough respect for what you do.
Thank you.
In the sport and how you continue to fight. What's on the agenda here? This is it, folks.
Well,
listen.
After training with Joe Bell at Top Tier and Mike Willis and the team kind of got bit by that bug again. And
which bug is that?
The fight bug.
No,
fight. That one's
okay, that bug's gone right now. Okay. All right, we'll leave that alone for temporary. So the fight bug is back in your heart. It never left.
Yes. Well, training Jill has just been absolutely wonderful experience.
How did you hook up with her?
Well, I stopped into Top Tier. You know, Josh and Justin Erdner and Mike Willis, those guys have been a friend of mine for the past, 4 years or so, and I've, fought under Josh. And when he took over the gym, Jill was there, and we started training together.
And you hit it off.
We just giggle, like choke each other out and laugh about it. So that's our relationship.
So you found a sister in the sport
Absolutely.
that you could have fun with and still train hard.
Yes, and then I saw that she was fighting, and then she messaged me. I'm like, I'll be there. So we started sparring, and next thing you know,
what's this kicking though? 30% kicks.
Yes.
And she said it seemed harder than the 30% of your power.
I think that was a little exaggeration. But I have to tell you, I've never been hit so hard by another girl as I've been hit by Jill Bell with that too.
I find this shocking. You were beat up on the playground. So.
Yeah, I beat up on the playground. I was hit by 240-pound men, and I've never been rocked. Like, I've had a bloody nose, but never been rocked like I've been rocked by Jill. She and Willis, Jill and I were sparring. Willis was at the sidelines. And I don't even remember what happened. All I heard was, "Jamie, are you okay?"
Wow.
She clipped me, and I've never been rocked like I've been
rocked. What a revelation
Jill.
On Pittsburgh Sportsline.
Yes. So I
Get
knew
Jill
that
back
she was
up
a champion in the making.
Was it a right or a left?
It was her too. She's a southpaw. It was her too. It's her left.
She's a southpaw. No wonder you didn't see it coming.
No, didn't see it coming. She picks it up very quickly. So it was such an honor to train her in Muay Thai, and she did a great job. Everything that we expected, like the adrenaline.
What kind of encouragement did you give her in the corner? Because I can only imagine.
Well, we almost had a point taken away because I got a little excited.
That's why I'm asking. I know how you are, and I've seen you on
it was so
fight.
loud, she couldn't hear me. So next thing you know, I'm like waist up in the ring.
Whoa.
Banging on the floor.
No way.
John comes over. John Capel, how do you say his last name? Yes, what he said.
Yes.
He comes over and he's like, "Jamie, settle down." And then the ref comes over. He's like, "I was going to take a point."
No.
I'm like, "For what?"
As you yelled back to him.
And then I said, "I'm sorry, I haven't cornered anybody in a long time."
And now you want to get back in the ring.
Well, Jill mentioned that she and our another teammate, Mark Liebach, who also won that night by head kick knockout against David Shim, the Raging Asian.
No, I like Dave.
I like Dave too, but it was a good knockout.
And he got knocked out.
He did. But with Mark and Jill, they both won a box, and I grew up in boxing gyms.
I know, you told me that years ago.
So they mentioned, they said, "Hey," and I'm like, "Yeah, I want to fight too." So I think it's going to happen in the spring. The three of us would like to get on a card. We're looking for a boxing coach in the North Hills area.
Wow.
I'm sure we could find one.
Hey, there's boxing coaches everywhere.
Yeah, yes. So that's...
We'll bring a boxer on and you can go to his gym. They have one of the best around.
Which one is that?
Yankello.
Oh, Tommy, I trained with him at the Fight Club in the past.
I had to drop his name. He couldn't make it here because he's watching his kids.
Okay. Oh, I would have.
But he was supposed to be on the show and he couldn't make it. So condolences to him. He missed out.
Yeah, he's a great coach.
But we did mention his name,
Yeah.
and we will mention it again when his fighter is going to be coming up next, Keontae Irving,
Great. Looking forward
who's
to
a
it.
great fighter himself. You have to see him in action.
Absolutely. I've heard
I'm
the
a big
name.
fan. I'm a big fan of his and the results that he has. We'll talk about that.
Okay.
But
Sounds good.
I'm pointing you in the right direction there.
Thank you.
Definitely. So what else? Looking for spring?
Looking for boxing in the spring. I'm going to keep the kids' kickboxing class and continue with jiu-jitsu. I'm training with Eddie Vincent.
Oh, get on.
Looking to get on a steady schedule. I've been doing about once, twice a week, but
Really?
with jiu-jitsu,
Well,
you got to do
how do
it.
you have the time with your business ventures and all the other things that you have going on in your life?
I can't
don't
give
know
my
how.
secrets away. I can't give my secrets away.
I don't ask many hard questions, but that was one of them. We'll let it go.
Okay, I make it happen.
Understood. Definitely. Anything else you want to put out there to promote?
No, I just would like to, thank you for having me on the show. Thank everybody for the support that they've given me throughout the years in this fight world. It's
Yes.
my heart. So thank everybody for supporting me. And
Well, you're
local
back in
community.
it. We support you again. Count me in as your
Back
number
in
one
it.
fan.
Thank you.
I want to see you knock that person out, whoever they
Working
are.
on my two.
Believe me, there won't be a kick, but there'll be a punch.
I did over 1,000 punches just on form yesterday, making sure my hands aren't dropping.
I
It's
know
just
how precise you are.
Back to the basics. Back to the basics. I understand the completely
You
different
know you have to
stance.
crawl before you can stand as a fighter.
Absolutely.
Oh, I learned that earlier.
How about that?
Jamie, it's a pleasure.
Thanks so much, gentlemen. Always a pleasure. Thank you.
It's good to have a brother on the show.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Now, Smoking Jim has to bring up race all the time. I don't care what color you are, what
Right,
creed
right,
you are,
right.
who you are, except for my man. He's
Right.
he's a brother from another mother, and
Gotta love Smoking Jim, man.
usually within the first few minutes he brings out the race card.
Oh.
Because he goes, why aren't there any white cornerbacks? I believe there's reverse discrimination in the NFL.
Oh yeah.
I'll let you think about that for a minute. Let's talk to this young man. Tell them your name.
My name's Keontae Irving. From.
I said it right.
Oh yeah. Keontae, fine wine, baby.
Just
fine wine.
checking it out.
Yeah, fine wine.
All right. Glad to have you as a first-time guest on our show.
Yeah.
We've talked many times before fights, after fights, not during fights because you're a little busy.
Oh yeah, always busy in that ring throwing that jab. You know it.
I understand. I like that jab, and I like it from your coach yelling it out there.
Oh yeah.
For the time to do it, and you follow orders very well with Tom.
Oh yeah, me and him, we've been going at it for 7 years now.
That's what I wanted to ask.
Yeah, 8th year's coming up in June. That's crazy. It's been a long time.
How old are you?
23. Started when I was 16.
You're kidding.
Oh yeah.
What'd you do before that?
I was trying a lot of things, man.
Tell me a couple.
I was playing basketball,
Okay.
trying football.
Because you got some height.
Yeah, my one friend, he's a best friend of mine. You guys know Pittsburgh knows him well. It's Sheldon Jeter.
Yeah.
He used to be a good pit player, you know.
Sure.
Now he's out in Bulgaria.
Did you have some speed?
Oh yeah. I had a good.
You have some moves?
Yeah, good mid-range shot. I wasn't the best, you know. I tried it out, but I found my home now.
How did you find boxing?
Actually, from my mom's good friends with Verquan Kimbrough's mother. You guys know who that is?
Yes, we do. We know Verquan.
Oh yeah, the show.
We're friends with him and have talked to him many times. And yeah, just a good guy.
Yeah, then we got connected, and then as soon as I walked in that gym, like the very first day, couldn't even go lie, Tom was like, oh, yeah, you got that natural frame. Oh, you got a lot of potential, you know?
He pumped you up.
Yeah, he pumped me up first day, and I went in there. I was working with his dad for the first few months, you know?
Sure.
And then he started seeing me gradually get better.
Start working with
and
you.
And then he started working with me, you know, because Tommy, if everybody knows Tommy, he just works with who he works with, you know, because he sees good talent, you know?
Was the African assassin still fighting now?
No, he wasn't around. I just missed him. I came in. I just missed the African assassin. I heard a lot of good things about that man.
Who the heck is he?
I guess he's a pretty good heavyweight. He was in.
All right, enough said. Because look at my man. He's under nerves.
Smoking Jim, man.
He's no fighter.
Yeah.
He's just an eater right now.
right.
So okay, Tom took you under the wing.
Took me under the wing, and then
When did you first fight?
first fight
Go back in the day.
was probably like maybe 4 or 5 months when I was out training in that gym.
5 months later.
Yeah, my first fight was actually the Golden Gloves tournament they have in Pittsburgh.
I know. We announced some of the Golden Gloves fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do that each year.
Right.
I like seeing the kids and the progression they make from when they first come out to boxing to we've had champions. Young Josh Mook won it like 4 times in a row,
right.
which is a record.
Yeah, he's getting better, man.
So he's going in the military. Now
Is he?
Turned 18. He's going into the Army.
Well, that's good for him,
So,
man. That's good for him.
He made his decision. So he's a tough fighter too.
Yeah.
No, so you started out Golden Gloves.
Golden Gloves, and then
You become a champ.
Then
You become a champ.
yeah, pretty much. That's it.
That's all it takes sometimes that first year.
The first year, man. Like my journey's been rocky. I've been going.
Tell me about it.
Ups and downs. It's a roller coaster. Like life is like a roller coaster. That's what I'm learning, man.
That's what I tell people. You're stealing some of my lines before I give them.
Oh, my
out to you.
fault. My fault, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I like finding out stories with people like you box.
Yeah.
But then we had a runner on the show. Like
Right.
She's running 9-10 miles a day.
That's
to do
ridiculous.
26.2.
Ridiculous.
Now, you got to do road work. Now, Smoking Jim and I watch boxing a lot. And we see the second and third round, these guys look weak.
Right.
I see you in the second and third round, and I've put it on you before I go.
Right.
I think you're doing some road work out there.
Right. It looks like when I was fighting in my career, a lot of people know my wind was a big problem coming up.
Yes.
In my early second round, they're like, Keontae looks great in the first round, but that second and third, he looks a little winded. You know.
But you grow up.
I grew up, man. I learned the lifestyle, man. That's a lot of things that people don't know about boxing. Like, it's a lifestyle. It really does take discipline and character for you to grow.
That's why we brought you on here.
Oh, yeah.
To help inspire these kids.
That's what I try to do, man.
I know. I see you helping out and stuff. I see you in the corner.
Yeah, I try to be a big part of the boxing community in Pittsburgh. Like, I'm from the county. You know what I'm saying? That's like Beaver Falls.
Sure.
A little like the outskirts of Pittsburgh.
I got you.
I appreciate, like, Pittsburgh boxing adopted me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we say you're from Pittsburgh if you're near the area and you drink the water.
All right, that's good.
So
that's good.
That's how
good.
close you are. You're in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's good. But I love being a part of this boxing community.
And, you know, Al Levine, the talking machine, says life is ups and downs, and I agree with that. And most people that live in Beaver Falls, life is all downhill.
Always.
And that's why we have Smoke at Jim here. He's an inspiration to people to overcome all the adversity that he puts out there.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm a positive guy.
Right.
Look at the negative stuff that he just puts out there.
Right.
How did you even get in the car to come here today?
It's
Thank you.
Right.
I got to pat you on the back because talking to him, you wouldn't leave the house.
Oh, right.
That's my man, Mr. Positivity. Can't find it yet, but glad we moved on from that.
Yeah, he'll find it one day. He'll find it.
6 years I've been with him.
Yeah.
I'm still fighting this battle because there's no quit in my game.
Hey, you can't have no quit. Got to keep fighting, man.
And I just learned that I don't stop giving.
Can't.
You
can't.
I was taught as a young man it's better to give than to receive.
Exactly.
And I'm not receiving that. I'm giving it.
Exactly.
Right back at him. Smoking. now we had you. What happened the second year?
Second year.
Were there ups and downs then?
Always ups and downs. I just, like, for real, I've just started understanding, like,
How long ago?
Like, probably this last year. I did a lot this last year.
I know. You traveled.
Big
Where did
things.
you travel to?
I've been to.
You've been a traveling man.
Yeah, I've been a traveling man.
I'm giving you a little chance to think.
I went to the Western qualifiers, the Western elite qualifier in Albuquerque. I won
That's
that.
what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, I won that.
Because I'm proud of you there.
And then
because you got out of the house and you won.
Right, and that I went to that, and that made me rank number 2 in the nation.
I understand.
Yeah,
we're proud. We can't be any more proud of you than
then
that.
I got a chance to be with the national USA team.
Where was that at?
That was in Honduras.
Get on.
Yeah, and fighting.
You had to leave the country.
I got to leave the country, man.
See, he left the country. Not only the house, but the country.
Right,
and you
man.
fought there. What'd you do there?
I didn't do too well out there. I fought a boring fight. It was a boring fight. I fought
How do you fight a boring fight with that jab?
I know. I was smoking the jab, but he didn't bite on anything. He kept his distance and
get out. He kept staying away.
Yeah, all he did was just counter me, try to counter me, but he didn't get too many in. Yeah. You know I got good defense. Well, you know I got good game.
I can see
right?
Your face still looks pretty handsome.
I'm still pretty.
You grew
still looking good.
You grew
still
a little
feeling
beard
good.
there to hide some of it, but
Right.
I understand.
I'm still fresh
Yeah.
as usual.
We talk current events like this
Right,
too. So
right.
I understand. I've never been hit except
Yeah.
by smoking Jim. No, but so you did that. You got the travel.
Yeah,
run.
I got the,
How did that help you?
Oh, it helped me a lot, man. I got to see. That's what I'm saying. The
That's what I'm
discipline.
getting for.
The discipline. Those guys are on a straight
All the
hard
stuff Coach Tom has been yelling to you
for
about.
years.
It's sunk in.
It's sunk in. Now that I got that experience, the regiments
I
they
hope he
on,
watches this.
waking up at 6 a.m, doing your runs, man. It was sick. It was sick every day.
Every
6 a.m.
day.
runs.
How far did you run?
And we usually do 3 to 4 miles every day. We
Yeah.
run around this lake like 2 times, and this lake's pretty like wide.
That's a big lake.
It's a wide lake.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
Here we go.
3 to 4 miles. That's a marathon for a brother.
marathon.
No, we just had the lady marathoner on. Smoking Jim missed those comments. How far is 26.2 miles?
Black folks, we're sprinters. We're not distance runners.
Sprinters.
Thanks, Smoking Jim.
No,
What the
no.
heck
I can't
are
co-sign
you?
that, Smoking Jim.
I know.
I'm sorry.
No, he's not going with it. He's doing 3 to 4 miles of road work.
Oh, yeah.
Which that's getting busy and it's getting his wind.
Help me improve my.
10th of a marathon.
Yeah, that's what's
Nah,
crazy.
your
I
math-
give props.
your
I give
math
props
is
to my
off.
girl over there
His
running the
math,
marathon.
his math is off. 3-4 miles, that's more than a 10th.
Crazy.
Smoking Jim, math wasn't. You went to. How many degrees do you have from Cal U? None of them was math. I tell people he has 28 degrees
28 degrees.
because he got general studies, general suit, this and all that. He knows Chinese food. So.
Chinese food.
Yeah, he
that's
knows
good
that
stuff.
Just like
I like the low main.
4
I like
miles
to eat low
is not
main.
1/10 of 26.2. All right, it might be 1/6, somewhere around there. A rough math, but we'll get back to Keontae here. So, what's your future look like? What's going
The
on with that?
future's looking good. I'm actually fighting in December, the first week.
Where at?
December 3rd at the 2017 National Tournament Championships.
Get on.
Yeah, it's with the top 8 guys in the country, and they have a box off pretty much.
You mean you're still in the top couple?
Oh yeah, you
I'm
already
checking.
know it, man. You
I just
know
wanted
it,
to hear
man.
it from you.
It took a lot of work to get here, man. That's what I'm saying. I'm just proud to be here.
Well, I'm trying to bring it out to the people that don't know you like we do.
Right.
So they can see this, and then when they see you about, you can say hi to him. He'll talk to you.
Yeah, for
Believe
sure,
me, I've
man.
got him
I try
started
to
talking
tell
a couple
people.
times. He's told me stories.
Yeah, I try to tell people, man, it's just like takes a lot of work, a lot of character, a lot of discipline, and everything. Like we live in an era today where everything's just instant. Everything happens instantly.
He's that man.
You can't think like that if you want success
is.
in this life. You know
He
what I'm saying?
is.
You can't think instantly if you want success in this world. You got to go through that
Smoking
process.
Jim, are you listening?
Got to go through that
This
process,
is
Smoking
inspiration
Jim.
for you.
Got to go through that process.
Now, people say I pick on him a little bit, but how can you not? Look at how he's acting.
Oh man, you gotta love Smoking Jim though, man.
I know.
He has
I
a heart
do.
of gold.
I
has
do.
a heart of gold.
He has the greatest smile in the Pittsburgh media. Look at that smile. And he's the busiest man in the local Pittsburgh media.
Oh, yeah.
He just did City League championships. What, you saw a team win first time in?
50 years.
You want to tell him the name of that team?
Alder Dice.
Oh yeah.
See, and he doesn't tell
That's good.
people
That's
a
good
lot
to
of this
hear.
stuff. So you should be proud he got to talk about that and interview
Right.
people. Just like we're proud to put people on our show, and first time on the show,
Right, man.
we got you here telling your story.
Right, man. I've been waiting to tell people my story.
Tell him that date for the fight. We got to get him out there. Sell tickets. He
Yeah.
sells tickets.
I do sell tickets. I had to fight at Rivers.
I try to bring that out.
Right. I had to fight at
Definitely.
Rivers.
Definitely. And you won that fight.
Yeah, won that fight. I fought at the. I think you guys was at the Southside Showdown.
Yeah, we were at the Southside
Yeah,
Showdown.
guys were down there.
I talked to you earlier in the fight about eating and stuff. I said, you're not worried about your weight? And you said, no, I'm not.
No,
But he worried about the fight. He took care of business.
Take care of business, man. Like that's what another thing a lot of people don't know about me. I was fighting in a. I was like kind of low weight
Yeah.
in a bigger weight class. I was only like 172, 73.
Get on.
Fighting at 178. Now I just drop weight classes.
So
to
you could
65.
eat everything you wanted. Now
Oh
you
yeah,
can't.
now I can't.
165.
Now I can't. Like you guys enjoying all that good pizza.
You got to push that sweet potato pie away.
Gotta push it away.
'Cause that's
Gotta push
one of
that
my
pie. I
favorites.
gotta push that pie away.
That's one of
Can't
my
taste that.
favorites.
Can't taste that right
I
now.
understand. That's my
Can't
favorite.
get none of that pie. I want some of the.
I understand.
maybe when
And
I'm on
just
break.
have that
when I'm on
white
break.
turkey meat. Just have a few pieces of the white turkey meat.
Right.
Watch the sweet potato. Watch the pudding.
Watch. We gotta stay
watch
away
the
from that
stuffing.
stuff. Right.
Exactly,
For
because
sure.
you're looking in good shape right now.
Yeah, feeling strong.
What do you weigh right now?
I'm probably weighing around like 166, 167.
That's not
walking
bad.
Walking around. Yep. Took a lot of my diet to change. I couldn't eat
Did
a lot
you?
of stuff I used to eat. No
All
more
right, what'd
fried
you cut out?
chicken. No more fried chicken.
Can you tell
No
him
more.
he just had a quadruple bypass because he buys fried chicken from the Colonel all the time?
No more spaghetti, baked macaroni, none of that stuff.
Get on.
Yeah, I got to do
No
a lot
Chef
of.
Boyardee out of the can.
my girl, she used to hook all that up too, man.
Well,
hook it
thanks for
all
coming
up.
to our show tonight. You want to shout out to her?
Oh yeah, I gotta give a shout out to my girl Lexa Strayer, man. She the best.
Thank you.
She
Thank you.
keeps
Thanks for coming
the
out.
things going. She keeps me rolling. Oh, I appreciate that,
You
man.
finally come out with a compliment. It took a while. Keontae, it's been a pleasure to interview you.
Oh, I'm glad. Thank you guys for
How
having
do
me.
they get a hold of you? Watch you on Facebook and
Yeah,
other
you
places?
can contact me on Facebook. You can see me at the gym. I live at that gym pretty much.
Tell them where the gym's at.
It's right in Ambridge.
That's too far for me.
No, that's not too far. We're right on the outskirts of Pittsburgh, and I'm there Monday through Saturday.
Wow,
Monday through
6
Saturday,
days a
6
week.
days a week, man. 6:30
You
to
are
7:30,
serious.
and there in the mornings. I do about 2 to 3 workouts a day, man. Yeah, oh yeah.
We don't want him to comment on that.
Serious
He's gonna
work.
tell you the
Serious
fact.
work being done out at world class. So
This is how you get. What's your record?
I'm like I got like 66 fights now. I'm 53 and like 12.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank
I
you.
knew you had a lot of fights. I just wanted that out there.
Yeah, man.
Because
Yeah.
that roller coaster,
And
you
we're-
rode that, and you come back to wins each time.
And that's what I'm saying. A lot of guys are learning about that just from watching me, man. We got another coming up guy named I think Smoking Jim knows his dad, Paul Palumbo. You guys know Paul Palumbo?
I know Paul too. I'm friends with
Yeah,
him on
Paul.
Facebook.
Yeah, he's coming
He had a
up.
good
He's been
last
making some
fight.
noise around Pittsburgh.
He was good in the city.
I
Right.
say this. Paul Palumbo's dad was so great. He was the last white tailback in Aliquippa
Hey,
history.
that's saying something.
Nobody will get that.
That's saying
record.
something right there.
Did you notice he went from the black card to the white card?
Right. He had
Okay.
he had to give it back. He had to give it back.
That's how he operates. At least we got that clarified, and we do know him.
Nobody will break his record.
Right.
Well, we covered that. Hey, thanks a lot
Oh,
for being
thank you
on
for
our
having
show.
me. Thank you, Smoking
Have
Jim.
a safe trip
My
home
man.
to Ambridge.
Oh yeah.
And enjoy some pizza here. $5
Oh,
pizza,
definitely taking that
$5
to go.
hoagies.
Yeah.
You can afford to have one of
Oh
those.
yeah. Just this one time.
All right, because you'll love it.
Special day here.
Being on Pittsburgh
Yeah,
Sportsline.
Pittsburgh Sportsline.
You made it finally.
Thank you guys.
All
Thank
right.
you guys.
Thank you
Appreciate
very
it.
much. Hey, Billy, how are you?
I'm very good now that I'm here.
I'm glad you could make it.
Thanks, Alan. Thanks, Jim. Always a pleasure seeing you.
You know we're fans of yours.
I thank you. I appreciate it.
And what do you have today?
I have a dress code. No,
We're not going for your dress code. It's an eclectic bunch of clothes and earrings that he wears. He never ceases to amaze me. And I've known him from Green Tree for a long period of
long time, Alan. What I have here is I've written a poem about Olive Oil's Pizzeria.
You're kidding.
I have, and I framed it in this big frame, and I'd like to present it to them.
Well, I don't know if anybody
their-
can accept it for him because the owner, Frank, isn't here. I'll make sure he gets it.
Okay, well, I cannot. I guess I can read it to him.
Yes.
Can I open it?
Yeah, he can watch the show. You open it
Okay.
up.
You want me to open up? Okay.
Yeah, I'll hold the mic. I'm excited about this moment. Another Pittsburgh Sportsline first. Can you find a place to open it? Who wrapped this?
No, I did.
You know, I asked the hard questions. You didn't even see it. You mean the wrapping?
He's assuming it's not.
Smoking Jim don't assume it. Oh, it tilted towards me. I want to see this.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
That's nice.
Read it to us.
Okay.
You have to read it. You're here.
I will read it with
Somebody take his wrapping.
Thanks, James.
Jamie, thanks.
Okay, obviously it's entitled Olive Oil's Pizzeria.
Okay.
Their pizza and hoagies and calzone and salad and meatballs and cheese fries are just like a ballad. Thanks, Jim.
Next.
Addicting and real and unforgettable and pleasing and undeniably credible. I'm not finished. No.
Yeah, let him finish smoking. Jim.
No, Jim,
Go.
thank you. No, you cannot go wrong with a place like that where it all just keeps you coming back.
Great. Get a nail for it on the wall, right over that table there.
Yeah, you have to hang it from the side or a long way.
They can worry about that later. Thanks, Billy.
So, thank you for having me on, Alan. I always appreciate it. Thank you, Jim. You're welcome. You have a lot of class, you guys.
Thank you.
Your show is great. You have a lot of people on, and you showcase their talent, and it's a great thing you do for Pittsburgh.
Now, how can I showcase your talent? Listen to his poems.
Yes. If
on Facebook, on the radio, on TV, wherever he may be, on the billboard, Post Gazette.
He said it all. My poem.
I leave anything out?
No, you haven't. You're very observant.
I'm still quick-witted.
You always are. Your hair's looking good.
I just can't keep the color. I don't know how you've been able to do it.
I know it looks good.
Man, mine keeps getting lighter all the time. I'm just thankful that I have it.
You're a handsome man.
On that, thanks. Have a good night.
Okay.
Now, please introduce yourselves.
I'm Andy Anderson of Iron City Muay Thai and Stout Training.
I'm his ring announcer, Dan Bogan.
The Dan Bogan.
Well, yeah. I'm still a little salty that Jamie Chesney won't put me in a rear naked choke. She's a fellow Sportsline Hall of Fame inductee alumni, and she's still. You're half right. You're missing. There's a key word there that you're ignoring.
Oh no. Word stangle.
Here, tap.
This is like live TV, folks. Smoking Jim can't handle
Have you guys ever done this before?
Yes.
Once or twice.
I'm not used to work. Oh.
I know, 3 days. There we go.
All
Got
right.
extra cord now. Let's
All right,
do
we're
this
good to go
interview.
now.
Why are you guys even here?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Results, recap.
Results, recaps, Muay Thai, MMA.
When was the fight?
It was November 4th.
Last Saturday.
I understand.
Two Saturdays
Not-
ago.
not-
Two Saturdays
Not
ago.
this past Saturday, but
I know. I actually
Week and a half.
kept the promo on
You
it.
did.
And I showed
Thank
it
you.
tonight.
Thank you. Yeah. So, last 2 Saturdays ago, November 4th. And thank you for having me on, too, because we had the biggest, way bigger crowd than last year, and I
last
credit
time
your
at that
show.
venue.
I'll try to take
Yeah.
credit for
Yeah,
it.
we
but I
need a
can't.
bigger
You guys work so
We're
hard.
going to need a bigger venue next year. It was a huge card.
We predicted that.
We did. It was great.
my writing, it's going to be.
I can absolutely read your writing. All right, so fight recap. Sanjay Karana fought Adam Renfrew in the first fight. Sanjay won with a TKO, 132 in the first
Is
round.
that Braille? You're trying to point out the
A little
figures
bit,
to?
a little bit. It was good.
I'm glad you two are together here.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
So, that was an awesome fight. Sanjay actually got knocked out pretty quickly in his fight last year.
Yeah.
So for him to come back like that was pretty cool.
Good. Thanks
then-
for your insights.
Yeah, and then in the second fight, Maria,
It's the architect.
the architect Valdez. Okay, I couldn't read her nickname.
You mean she has a
Austin-
nickname?
From Austin, Texas. Yeah. We had a fighter come up from Bang Muay Thai, Austin, Texas. The On It Academy. If anybody,
Worthwhile too.
yeah, she won. She beat Whitney Piccano from
Which way
Lombard
do you say
MMA.
it?
That Piccano.
Thanks. 'Cause I don't trust Dan's pronunciation.
And
What I know.
and that was
He
a
just
really
wrote
good.
them
That was a
down.
really good fight. That was one of my. We don't do fight of the night yet, but that was one of my picks to fight of the night. That fight was so good. Really exciting fight. Then Junior Romeo
Payano.
Payano beat Michael Basilovac out of top tier. Friends teammates with Jill Bella over there.
Get out.
Yeah, that was a good fight too. Junior ended up winning that one. Then Garrett Sanner fought Sam
How
Meyer.
can you read those
Garrett
notes?
Garrett won barely. I can barely write them.
You're pointing at stuff that's not even there.
Yeah. So then fifth fight, Chris Merritt fought Mikey Hewitt. Chris Merritt out of Stout Training fought Mikey Hewitt out of Wright's Gym in Crafton. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Dan Kakuta's he's out of Cherico's now.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. And formerly out of Wright's, now out of Cherico's, which is now sold. And that was the Death Star Academy. I don't know what he's going to name it. I want to hear the official name. It's a very nice gym, yeah.
Well equipped.
So Chris Merritt won. Then Mark Lebeck fought the Raging Asian David Shim. And like we mentioned before, he won with a head kick knockout.
I still can't believe it.
I know. Dave Shim's a tough dude.
Yeah.
Really tough dude. I thought that was an upset too.
That's why I asked to repeat.
Good job on Mark though. I was impressed. Mark was the only veteran of Iron City Muay Thai returning for the second year in a row.
Wow.
Him and Sanjay. So him and Sanjay, two only guys. Yeah. So Mark came back. He won last year too, right? No, he lost this year. Well, hey, he made it back up. Making it.
It's what you do after adversity.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Move on.
All right. Julian the Hitman Flannery beat Ian Jackson. TKO in the first round, and then in definitely the fight of the night, the loudest fight of the night, the crowd was like, I couldn't hear myself think.
And they're both making their amateur debut in a females in the main event.
In the main event, Jill Batgirl Bell fought Marissa Barr Hartman.
Even more honored to have her on the show. I didn't know this.
It was the main event. It was awesome.
She didn't even mention that.
I know. They were awesome.
Very low key.
They were
a 26.2 mile runner.
They were awesome. That was an awesome fight. And we talked about this last time I was on. Dan mentioned how last year's main event was so close. That one was too.
Was it?
Not quite as close, but it was there.
It was a unanimous decision, but the scoring was all close. I mean, it was unanimous, but close.
It was a very close fight. Very close fight.
I'll give a quick story. You guys, if you
take
go back
the mic.
I don't know how much you follow basketball, but late 70s,
Because we're
early
almost
80s.
out of time.
It was Duquesne University, a man named B.B. Flannery.
Yes.
It was a Valley guy. A Valley guy. So I'm from the AK Valley. I meet Julian and I say, are you related to B.B. Flannery? He says, that's my, I think, uncle or whatever. Right before bell time. Tap on my shoulder. I turn around and says, I believe I know you. My name is B.B. Flannery. I said, I don't think we know each other, but I know you. He's a legend in the Alikiski Valley, the Trenton Heights.
How cool was that?
It was awesome. That was so cool. And I also wanted to say I made a mistake throughout the night. One of the sponsors, and you want to take care of the sponsors. Oh, yeah. It's Thompson Gusick Insurance. I said Goose Stick all night. My mistake. It's Gusick Insurance Company, so we're giving them an extra plug tonight. Thompson Gusick Insurance Company. My apologies. An awesome group of people, and we thank you.
You want to say his name again?
Thompson Gusick Insurance Group.
Yeah, Rick,
they're fantastic.
A friend of mine. He's awesome.
Because I wanted to do it on Pittsburgh Sportsline.
Yeah. You got to make up. We got to do a make up.
Yeah, thank you.
Totally my fault. I apologize.
We're just about out of time.
All right, you got any more questions before we wrap up then?
No.
All right.
Not at all. I'm excited to hear this. It's great that you put on a successful event.
Absolutely.
I'm glad we were a part of it.
Yep.
We may have helped a little bit.
You guys helped a lot. You guys helped a lot. Thank you.
We try.
And is it Warren Stout?
Yep, Warren.
He gets some credit too, I think, too.
Oh, he gets most of the credit.
Boy, you're throwing credit around like crazy.
I mean, he gets most of the credit.
End this thing.
He taught me how to do this stuff, so he gets most of the credit.
When's the next one?
We're going to be doing a jiu-jitsu show in the spring, and then we'll probably doing Muay Thai again next fall.
I got to invite you back again for jiu-jitsu.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be good. I just did a jiu-jitsu tournament this weekend. We'll talk about that next time.
That would be great.
All right.
And we squeezed you in.
All right, thank you.
We squeezed both of you in.
I know. We got both me and Dan on.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
And stay Joey strong.